Welcome back to Surge 2020. This is our second session. If you missed the first session, go back up, get it checked out, come back, and then listen to this one. I'm really excited for this session. It's called Extraordinary Faith, and I have the honour and privilege of introducing a Glasgow youth leader called Ashley Andrew, who I know is going to bring such an amazing word. Enjoy!
Hi everyone, my name is Ashley and I'm part of the youth ministry team at Destiny Church Glasgow. I want to tell you a story today about Peter. Peter, the number one disciple. Saint Peter. Peter who walked on water. Really cool Peter. Jesus' best buddy Peter. Peter who denied Jesus 3 times. That Peter. Ninja Peter, who sliced off the ear of the soldier in the Garden of Gethsemane. Yeah, that Peter. Peter, who instead of staying awake for his best buddy Jesus, fell asleep when Jesus needed him the most in the Garden of Gethsemane. Oh, Peter. He provides some really good stories in the Bible. Here's one from Matthew 17, verses 24 to 27. I'm reading from the Passion Translation today. After they arrived in Capernaum, the collectors of the temple tax approached Peter and asked, "Does your teacher pay for the tax of the upkeep of the temple like the rest of us?" "Of course he does," Peter answered, clearly without thinking. When Peter walked into the house, and before he had a chance to speak, Jesus spoke up and said, "Peter, I have a question for you. Who pays tolls or taxes to a king? Is tax collected from the king's own children or from his subjects?" "From his subjects," Peter replied. Jesus answered, "That's right. The king's children get off free without paying taxes. But so that we don't offend them, go to the lake and throw your hook, and the first fish that rises up will have a coin in its mouth. It will be the exact amount you need to pay the temple tax for both of us." Jesus stepped in when Peter needed him the most. Peter spoke without thinking, and Jesus wanted to help him out. But Jesus' answer surprised Peter. Jesus' solution was not what Peter was expecting. How did Jesus know there was a coin in the fish's mouth? And why did the fish rise to the top without actually becoming attached to the hook? When we follow God, often the answers that he provides do not make sense to our natural minds, to our thinking. God asks us numerous times to do things that we're not expecting. Quite often, God asks us to say we're sorry when we haven't done anything wrong. Often we're asked to give away things that are precious to us. Special belongings, maybe even pocket money that we've saved up for a long time to buy the latest Xbox. God asks us repeatedly to do things and follow him when it doesn't make sense. It makes no sense that the tax that was needed was provided for by a coin in a fish's mouth in a lake that no one could see or knew was there. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to say you're sorry when it's not your fault. It doesn't make sense to follow God in 2020 when the rest of the world is going about its business, trying to succeed, trying to make money as quickly as possible without the help of God. God asks us to follow him when it doesn't make sense. Why don't you ask a friend or pastor to pray with you if God has placed something on your heart that you're really struggling with, that you feel God's asked you to do, but you just want to make sure that it's right? Maybe God has asked you to give away your pocket money to someone who needs it more than you. Maybe God's asked you to apologize when it wasn't your fault. That's how we can follow God when it doesn't make sense.
Wow, wasn't that such an incredible and challenging word? I like Ashley's point. If God is saying something to you, step out and go for it. Go for it. It's going to be an amazing walk. But hey, maybe you gave your life back to Jesus, or you've actually just accepted him into your heart. Remember, guys, please tell a leader. We want to be praying for you and with you. And also you can DM us at our Instagram _surge_youth_, or you could go to surge20youth@gmail.com. Let us know, yeah? Catch you in the next session, guys.